Hello, Canon EOS photographer, RandallMRueff here. Today is Tuesday, February the 7th, 2012 AD. And the reason I give you the date today is because it's very important in photography news. Nikon has, I got the facts right here, has announced the D800, which has a 36.3 megapixel image, or is capable of recording a 36.3 megapixel image. 36.3. Canon's high end right now is 21.1. They were estimating that the 1DXS or the 5D Mark III would come out at 28 to 32. Nikon has released is giving information about the D800 at 36.3. So that clearly blows anything anyone had ever predicted, or most of the people have predicted for Canon, which I'm kind of disappointed. I'm kind of hoping they come up with something. But 36.3, that's, as far as digital SLRs, that's like the cream of the crop, baby. Now, obviously, there's medium and large format cameras that surpass this. But as far as digital SLR, 36.3, the D800 beats them all. It has a price point of $3,000, which isn't bad considering. It has an ISO range of 100 to 6400 standard, and it shoots at 4 frames a second. Now, I know a lot of sports people that won't be as impressive, but when you consider 36.3 megapixels, 4 frames per second is probably cranking it. So for sports people, this may not be the camera, but for in studio, for wedding people like myself, I mean, I'm still waiting for Canon to do something. I'm kind of dedicated to the Canon thing, but right now Nikon's got. I mean, this is clearly to go head to head with the 5D Mark II and the 5D Mark III from Canon. If they ever get that 5D Mark III out, I'm not sure when it's coming out, but we don't know for sure if it is coming out. But anyway, here's what I think is going to happen. Now, this is just me ranting and raving on the news of the D800, because obviously the D800 surpasses anything that Canon's got right now, except for, well, the ISO for the 1DX. The ISO range for the 1DX on Canon's end, it goes a lot higher, but it definitely goes faster. But as far as megapixels, this baby, the D800 has got them all beat. So for certain uses, that's, wow, 36. That's a lot of megapixels. Here's what I think is going to happen though. Canon the 1DX is supposed to be released in March, whether it's mid-March or the end of March. But sometime in March of 2012, which is like another month and a half, give or take, it's supposed to be released. I think, now this is just me, that before or on the date of the release, they're either going to say, guess what, we've got these two cameras, or we're going to release these two cameras. And that would be the 1D XS and the 5D Mark III, and they're going to give the specifications. At which time they'll either say, you know what, we're going to release them at the same time, or we've got some new cameras that are coming, and these are the 5D Mark III and 1D XS. Hopefully, I would like to see them released at the same time. That would be really cool. If they can say, you know what, haha, we've also got these other two cameras. Woohoo! We didn't tell you about them, but here they are. That would be cool. Okay. Here's what I think, though, as far as the 5D Mark III and the 1D XS, if that's what they're going to call it. Who knows what they're going to call it. I think it's going to be the same megapixel count. If it's 28 or 32 or 36, whatever the megapixel count ends up being, I think, now this is just me, based on what I've seen in the past, I think it's going to be the same. I think they're both going to have the full frame sensor, and they're both going to have the same megapixel count. It's basically, one will be the professional level, and one will be the prosumer with all the video. I mean, I think both of them will have video 1080p, but I think, and I think they'll both have the same megapixel count. So I think one's just going to be the high end better built body, and one's going to be the 5D Mark III with the mid-range people. And so I think they're both going to be good, but I think, like you said, it's going to be the same way as that. One's professional, one's mid-grade, or a little bit higher. So, and one will probably cost, I'm just throwing this out here, but I mean, since the 5D Mark III costs probably $3,200 right now, $3,000 for about, I would say it's going to be in that range. They're not going to want to move that price. I mean, they probably want to move it down lower to around $3,000, considering this just came out for $3,000, or it's going to be out for $3,000. But I would see them keep it anywhere from $3,000 to $3,500, and maybe just stick with $3,200. I mean, who knows? We'll find out eventually. As far as the 1D XS, however many megapixels that turns out being, who knows? Again, I think it's going to be the same as the 5D Mark III. It's just going to be the professional body with the better build and the more weather sealing and all that stuff. So I think that's going to be the same. Again, don't know, but I would, based on what I've seen in the past and what I've seen come down the pipeline in the past, I think, based on, again, all I can do is based on the past. I can look at what's happened before and say, hey, ooh, this is what they're probably going to do, but until it happens, we don't know, obviously. So I think it's going to be. Here's what I hope. I hope it beats this 36.3. I mean, I would love to see 40 or 50 megapixels, but who knows? So Canon, step up the game. We're waiting on you, dude. We're hoping for you. As a Christian, I'm praying for you. So I'm hoping you come up with something really kick butt here, and by the end of March we'll have something that not only is a 1DX but a 5D Mark III and a 1D XS. Keep in mind, with that 1DX, we also not only want high resolution megapixels, but we also want high ISOs. The 1D Mark III only goes up to 1600, and I'd really like to have one that not only can do the high resolution, but the high ISOs, the fast. I mean, we want it all. Basically, what I'm saying. So that's just where I am right now. So the news today again is the D800, 36.3 megapixels, $3,000. ISO 100 to 6400, 4 frames per second. And until next time, I'm Canon EOS photographer, RandallMRueff, saying thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless you.